guys are both correct.
Now that we got that out there.
Yeah, here we are, back to the TDI podcast.
Welcome to the Talk That Ish podcast. We are back in the building.
Man, let me fade this music out, man.
Is it episode 98?
This is episode 98, man.
98. We just count
Episode
straight forward. No more seasons.
Yeah, that's
forward.
it. Episode 98.
We got 2 more episodes to the big 100.
I know,
you know what I'm
and we
saying?
thought we was already there.
Thought we
to
was
episode
there.
100. Apparently,
I think because we was
not.
doing some issue rolling Mondays and all that. We just
it definitely felt like it.
Yeah, felt like we was probably doing more.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
I miss issue rollers a little bit.
What's up? We
Yeah,
bringing
me
them
too.
back?
We might have to bring
You
them
miss
back.
them?
I do.
We might
She
have to
miss
bring
them.
them back.
Shaunta miss them.
We might have to bring them back. Before we get started, we do have a special guest. First, let me shout out Los Factor. Ain't feeling too well today.
Oh,
so
him shit.
So
Him
you know,
shit.
I don't know if he got a tummy ache or
Tummy ache.
A tummy ache.
or what.
You are not gonna.
I don't know if his little
Tummy
tummy
ache.
hurts. Or what the case may be. But no, our guy, he ain't feeling too well. So we called in a friend, right? To come and sit with us and join. And it's been a minute. You know, episode 97, and she finally got here.
Look at that.
98.
man.
Episode 98, she finally
In the
got
house
here.
with your boy.
In the
Been
house.
trying since episode 1.
Introduce yourself.
I am Shaunta, aka a sports chick. That's it. That's all.
All
I
right,
feel
all right.
like.
Is that your social media?
You want to drop
That's
your
it.
social
A
media? You don't want no new
sports chick?
followers? Huh?
Nah, I'm good.
No,
right.
that's it.
I have too many problems already.
All right.
All righty.
Okay.
So yeah. So since she is a sports chick, she likes sports, right? Let's jump right into it. Let's talk football, right? We're going into the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and
Let's go Chiefs.
yeah.
Let's go Chiefs.
So
How about
so
some
B,
Chiefs?
who do you think out of the matchups this weekend? We got the Giants versus the Eagles,
Giants, Eagles.
and then we got the other NFC is Cowboys versus the Niners,
Okay.
Chiefs versus the Jaguars, Bills versus the Bengals. Who's winning those?
Bengals, Chiefs, Eagles, 49ers.
All right, Shaunta.
Same lineup.
Okay.
Yep.
I am going to take the Cowboys,
Mm-hmm.
reluctantly. But I think at some point this rookie quarterback is going to look like a rookie for the 49ers.
Okay.
I just feel like it at some
I don't
point.
think they're going to be able to
Mr.
get past that
Irrelevant
defense.
has become relevant.
They're-
And he has become relevant.
Yes.
He won like, what, 6 in a row?
I don't care.
Young Purdy? Old Purdy?
Name a top defense he's played, then we'll talk. So,
Is the Cowboys
Okay.
the top defense?
Yes.
Yes, they
Yes,
are.
they
I
are.
think- Yes, they
Did
are.
you
Yes,
see
they
them
are.
the
Yes,
other
they
night?
are.
so
100%.
yes. If they can get the, now the 49ers are better coached than the Buccaneers. So if the 49ers win, I won't be surprised. But I'm going Cowboys, and I never pick the Cowboys.
Okay.
And then I am going to go Giants.
Okay.
I just feel like Hurst has still got an injury lingering there that's
No, that's great. Actually, like why you say Giants.
that's going to hinder that. If Jalen Hurst is not at his best, Eagles are landing. So,
The Eagles are landing.
and then I'm going to go Chiefs
Uh-huh.
and Bengals.
Okay.
All right,
Chiefs
so
and Bengals.
so then that means for you, B, you got the Eagles and the 49ers in the NFC Championship,
That is
and
correct.
the Chiefs and the Bengals in the NFC Championship.
That is correct.
Who goes to the Super Bowl and who wins the Super Bowl?
Now, look, y'all already know I'm biased, so I'm going to choose the Chiefs for the AFC. That's just automatic. That's expected. As far as the Eagles and the Niners, I believe, this is what I believe it's going to be a rematch of the Chiefs and 49ers.
Okay.
That's what
Now,
I
you
think
know
it's
what? I
going to
didn't
be.
even think about that.
I think it's
I
going
like
to be a
that.
rematch of the Chiefs and 49ers. It's going to be this big, beautiful story for Purdy. And you know what I mean? How he's this nobody, drafted last, and he made it to the Super Bowl.
Headlines
First year.
are important. too.
Headlines.
Yeah.
Yep.
They are important.
So I think it's going to be a rematch, 49ers, Chiefs. Although, I would like to see the Cowboys and the Chiefs. I'd like to see that. I'd prefer to see that.
That's not
But-
gonna happen
You don't think so?
at all.
Where? Why not?
I just don't think that. I can't see that happening. I got the Eagles and Chiefs.
All right, I'm going to need you to talk more into that mic, though. I got to
Okay.
edit this, Shaunta.
My bad.
I got to edit
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir. I have the
lean forward.
Eagles and the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl.
Eagles and the Chiefs.
And who winning?
Chiefs,
All
of
right,
course.
cool. All right, cool.
We biased over here,
I am.
man. Like, it's cool.
So I have the Eagles and I have the Bills, not the Bills. I have the Giants and the Cowboys in the NFC Championship.
Okay.
I have the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl.
Word.
The Cowboy. I have the Cowboy. If Daniel Jones, I don't trust him. I think he can get past. I just feel like there's a problem with the Eagles more than I think the Giants are a good team.
Okay.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
I think then the Cowboys will beat them.
Okay.
Unless Dak turns him back into Dak. So Cowboys.
Hey, Los is gonna be mad that he's not here to discuss it.
His
Because
Cowboys,
the Cowboys is his team.
And he'll be surprised that I'm picking them by all means.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that I'm saying this. Then of course I'm rocking with the Chiefs. And just because, yes, the Bengals have beat us 3 times in a row, respectfully. So much respect to them. But each victory has only been by 3 points. And it took a missed field goal and a Travis Kelce fumble that does normally happen for them to win by 3. It took the worst half of Patrick Mahomes' career for them to win by 3.
I still wonder what that was about.
And then it took Jamar Chase having a game of his lifetime, the first game, for them to win by 3.
It's fair.
So it's like
fair.
They didn't
100%.
play some of their best and we played some of our worst stuff for them to continue to win by 3.
Has our defense got better this year?
Yes.
I believe so also.
Yeah. Our defense held up, I think, the last game.
Yeah.
That fumble and that missed field goal changed everything.
100%.
We was on our way to being up by double digits when Travis Kelce fumbled. So I just think in that way, and I'm hoping for the Bengals. Don't get me wrong. The Bills can get the Bengals out of here.
Yeah.
By any means.
100%.
I don't want to play the Bills.
Based on how they played last week, though, I don't know, man. It didn't look like the same Bills.
It's Josh Allen.
You think so?
And that's why I was like, his turnovers is killing, but they are the only team that I feel can go score for score with the Kansas City Chiefs.
100%. Yeah, definitely.
And can score as quick as what we score.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's why it's like Pat, we -3 in turnovers, the Chiefs are. But yet we still win 14-3.
Yeah.
Why? Because Pat has a way of erasing that stuff.
100%. Yeah.
It's no different than Josh Allen. He can make the turnover, but then he gonna come back and then in 2 plays score.
Yeah.
Real talk. That they become a scary team. Like I really don't want to see them. Because it's like in that game, it's like whoever got the ball last.
Yeah.
So I'd rather see the Bengals, because I want the Bengals there because first of all, I'm not going to Atlanta. I don't think I am. I might be. I don't know. My pops was talking about it yesterday. I don't know if he bought the tickets today or not.
I was about to say, y'all didn't get in on the pre-order?
Yeah, I mean, he was talking about it, but the way the Chiefs set it up was kind of weird.
It is.
How did they set it up?
So basically, you have to today they opened it up to season ticket holders on the Chiefs, where you can purchase your tickets to Atlanta.
Okay.
For the game if it's the Bills. But then let's say we win Saturday against the Jags. They're going to automatically take that money out the account for the AFC Championship game as if case is here as well.
Interesting.
And then if the Bengals end up winning, they'll refund you that money back for what you paid for the Atlanta game, for the game in Atlanta. But at that moment, you got 400, 500, wherever your tickets is, sitting outside of your account.
Right. Interesting.
So they'll refund you the money back, but then of course they always take longer to refund something more than they do to take it.
That junk be like a week later.
So
I need that money now.
Everybody ain't got it like that.
Yeah, no, real talk.
So I don't know. I ain't even talked to my pops today because he was talking about he might grab them. Then I'm like, how we getting down there? He said the plane tickets wasn't that crazy. So I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I wonder what pops is calling crazy because they were crazy to me.
You said what?
The tickets were crazy to me.
How much was the
Airlines,
tickets?
they was like $500-$600.
No, I don't know. He said he's seen some pretty good. I don't know. I haven't looked at the airline ticket because honestly, I didn't have any plans on going.
Yeah,
I'm just like, hey, if we
he said it ain't happening.
If we here, they'll see me. If not, Atlanta ain't a bad drive. If you have the drive, 12.
What's that, like 12 hours?
12, yeah. It ain't bad.
Yeah, I'm straight.
And I got fam down there that I can stay with if I wanted to. We got family in Atlanta.
I don't know about driving 12 hours though.
I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to make that trip right back.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Yeah.
If we drive, I'm like, Pop, we leaving on a Friday, so we can kick it Friday night. Let's leave early Friday morning, kick it Friday night and Saturday.
Yeah,
and then come back Monday.
Yeah, my friend Marquita wanted to drive out Friday.
That would be my thing.
A word.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna drive out?
I don't like to drive anymore.
I drove to Atlanta.
I have driven to Atlanta.
Yeah, I've driven to
several
Atlanta
times,
once.
Yeah,
it's not what I want to do.
But I have the last 3 times I've flown. Yeah, I prefer it. Over 8 hours. I'm good.
Absolutely,
I'm good.
That's my mark. 8 hours.
100%. It's got to be within a work day. that I can drive somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Anything outside of that, I'm straight. Leave me alone.
Then my Super Bowl pick, Chiefs have demolished the Cowboys. I'm not even worried about that.
Bosa's not going to be too happy with that.
Chiefs will kill Cowboys. They can't keep up with us scoring.
No, they absolutely cannot.
So, yeah, that's my Super Bowl pick. Let's see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Shout out to the Chiefs. Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
We know we got the Super Bowl.
Let us know y'all picks out there, man. Send us y'all picks. See what y'all got going.
A lot of people's teams probably out of it.
Yeah. Right. they can still make picks. That makes their picks. That makes their picks unbiased.
Well, that is true. That is true. But we the most hated team in the league now. We the new Patriots.
I'm cool with that.
As am I.
I'm cool with that.
As am I.
I embrace it.
As am I.
Hate us.
Yeah, I'm in this
I like
group. And they listed all the losing teams last week or whatever.
Like,
y'all can't talk to us like that. Don't talk to me in a certain way. And I was like, well, I need all of y'all to talk to me differently.
That's funny.
And I just hashtag Chiefs Kingdom.
Hey,
because we're sitting around waiting on y'all to, we just sitting around just waiting to play.
Hey, it's true.
Hey, Chiefs going to have to play ball, though. This ain't going to be no cakewalk this week.
100%. Absolutely. 100%.
Lose.
So, you could take a train to Atlanta.
You could take a train.
You could.
Yeah, you could take a train.
Form of transportation,
some
but
people
I'm
like
not for
trains.
it.
Some people like trains a lot.
Yeah.
How's that segue?
Yeah, that's a good segue.
Whoa. I don't even know.
I'm not on that train. I am definitely not on that train.
So
I didn't see that coming.
In the news cycle this week, Tennessee cop apparently, well, it was cops involved, but there was one woman cop who did like trains, human trains, men trains ran on her, and apparently she was fired.
Yeah,
along with the rest of the train conductors. This woman was also married, so I was looking at
all
that.
of them was married.
All of them were. You're right.
Yeah,
all of them
even
was
the
married.
men were married.
So I just had so many questions about why. I mean, let's start with this is terrible. It's terrible, but whatever. This woman is not a train.
Yeah, she's not a looker at all.
Okay, that explains a whole lot, a little bit.
No offense whatsoever.
But all offense.
No
offense, but all offense.
But when I was in my mind when I heard about it, I'm like, she's probably bad. But she's no, she's not. I mean, I don't say that justifies getting a train.
It doesn't. It does not justify any of it.
But then I can understand, I don't say I understand. I would say that then you could be like, okay, this is why dudes hopped on it.
Sure.
At least something there.
Yeah.
I don't know what these dudes was thinking.
You know what? It also showed me how much dudes do not care.
At all.
They just don't care.
Yeah, a lot of dudes don't care.
They just doing anything.
Yeah.
Like, where's your standards, man? And again, no offense.
So when
it's
what I'm wondering, because in my definition, train mean they was all there together.
Yes.
So one finished, next one went in.
Sure.
So I'm like, was she just sleeping with all of them separately, or did they actually run
the same time?
Yeah, or did they actually leave the room? Another one went in on her.
I think we'll never know unless she starts an OnlyFans, and then it'll be starring everyone who was involved.
How do you go home and tell your husband
that you got fired?
But here's the kicker: he said he was cool with it.
Oh, so he knew about the train.
Dude is a cup. Dude was cool with it.
So why she get fired?
Because you can't have sex on company time, man.
Oh, I didn't know they was doing this on.
They were saying a lot of it was happening in the locker room.
Oh,
yeah, on company time.
Oh, okay. Now that makes
company time with company employees.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if they were just having sex outside of work, they'd have been cool.
Maybe. Possibly.
Because they on the same. Because my thought has always been, if you're on the same level, you're fine.
Conflict of interest.
But if you're like a boss and an employee, then that crosses the line.
Yeah. Now, from what I understand, they all were kind of, what I'm saying?
Same level, right?
Level.
Okay.
But
on company you can't be doing it. And even if you're off company time, you can't be in the locker room. You know what I mean?
Right.
Bumping uglies. It's a bad look. It's a bad look.
No pun intended with the bumping uglies.
All pun intended, actually. All pun intended.
Wow.
Again, obviously from a moral standpoint, this is awful. It is extremely awful. And I don't understand how people can just get caught up into something like that. Especially if all
So you saying you wouldn't hop in on the train?
I don't even like regular train rides.
What if she was bad?
No. Filth. It's filth.
What if you went first?
That's what I was gonna say. What if you went first?
It's all filth. It's all filth. I'm cool. Especially being married. No.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
That's just ridiculous.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, how do you go home and tell your wife, like, yeah, I got fired, pension gone, retirement plan,
everything
gone,
ruined.
Well, baby, what happened? You was doing so good.
I was doing good.
Yeah. And then they just plastered all their faces up on.
Yeah.
Like, bam. Like,
now she's like a meme in every meme. Like her face is in
they didn't
all
keep
of
their
them.
identities hidden whatsoever.
Oh my gosh, man.
Like, they got to move.
No, real talk though. Seriously.
Because that community was small.
Let me see the I think it was man, I was just looking at it. Is it Laverne? Laverne? Tennessee?
Yeah, they got to move.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dang, man.
They probably got kids.
Oh, I'm sure like all that was going on.
Is that now as a kid, is it worse if your daddy come home and say that or if your mama come home and say that?
Absolutely your mother.
Hold on, if your dad came home and said he was getting a train ran on him?
No, he was running the train. He was running the train. Like, he was part of the
I was
train.
like, hey, yo, Pops.
Okay.
Pops, come on now. Like, what are we doing, man? What you need some real help.
Yeah, like, Paul, you gotta go get there. You like,
But no, I definitely, if mom come home like that, she just, dang, man.
like kids gotta leave the school.
Yeah.
They can't go back to the same school with that.
Especially in a
all.
small town like
No,
that.
you gotta move. Everybody's
over.
uprooted.
Dang.
Now the married, like the husband, the woman, they can't have kids. Because if the husband talking about he cool with it, they can't have kids.
I mean,
Nah.
it is what it is,
On company
man.
time,
On company time. You ever did it on company time?
unfortunately,
Word.
yeah.
Sinners in the hands of an angry God.
I was young. It was
At the office?
yeah
Tisk.
conference room table.
Never. Never.
I'm looking at her next
Never.
like, word, you too,
No,
huh?
no, not at all. Not
Sinners
not
in
at
the hands of an angry
Not at
God.
the job site, no.
Well, good for you. Some of us have morals in this room.
It was a risk. It was
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
you
risk.
risk.
Like, what are you saying? Like, yes, it was an absolute risk.
It was a thrill to the risk. I was like 22. Like
Man,
like you losing my job at 22, I go get another job.
Sure, 100%.
Like, I'm like, I mean, granted, I was making 20 something an hour. At
Do you put that on your resume though?
What?
Like, you got fired, and then they say, "What did you get fired for?" Like, do you tell them the truth?
Disruptive behavior. I got caught in
Disruptive behavior.
I got caught in some compromising positions.
Yeah, compromised
Yeah,
positions.
positions.
All
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But
That's
yeah,
a
I
way
mean,
to
that's
explain it.
at 20,
Right.
early 20, you're just looking to have fun.
Absolutely.
So it was a fun thing. And it was like, and it was a little pride thing.
You know, I wonder how old this woman was.
Because the guy
or
like
is.
presented to me, and I felt like I was soft if I said no.
That's that ego.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it
definitely
was a little ego driven.
100%. 100%.
But I was nervous as hell.
These dudes is couple dudes
Nervous
is
about
black.
the situation,
No,
or
just
nervous
nervous
about
we
losing
get
your
caught.
job.
Nervous I would get caught.
Dang.
I was like, let's try it out. See what happens.
Let's see what happens.
See what happens.
Yeah, nah, I'm cool. I
Like
just stay
doing,
rolling.
like what time? Like, so I know you said at the office, but like doing work hours, like was everybody at work?
Like, so it was on a Saturday. So it was a lighter work shift on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And like we had like a personal side for like personal lines at AT&T than the business side. No one worked on the business side on Saturday because businesses are closed.
I can't believe he said the job name.
Who
I
said
mean,
the job name?
I was at AT&T.
Oh,
No, I said
Well,
I
that
couldn't
makes
believe he
sense.
said it. Yeah.
I'm no longer there. What can they do? They can't fire me.
hey, real talk. AT&T at that time, nah, it was a lot going on up in there.
It was.
Yeah.
but
Did you work there too?
I've worked at AT&T before.
Word.
There was a lot going on when we worked at Sprint too.
Oh, Sprint
Never
was
worked at
filthy
Sprint.
too. You filthy harlots. You filthy harlots. But I do remember Saturdays at AT&T.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like
it'd be pretty empty.
it'd be pretty empty. So
Yeah.
it was a risk, but not as high as a risk if you'd been trying to do it on a Monday through Friday.
Oh, you wasn't really about it then.
I wasn't. It was a low risk, you know what I'm saying? It was still you could get caught, you know what I'm saying? But I would no. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I got kids.
First of all, we are career people at this point in our big age.
Absolutely.
Career people.
Yeah, like, no, it's not worth the risk now.
Yeah,
that thrill is gone.
I have
100%.
too much to lose.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, real talk. I got bills to pay, man.
I make too much money.
And then there's that. And
That
then
part.
there's that.
Like
I'm not giving that up.
I made to like to get to where I'm at took some years of
I'm
work.
saying, real talk.
I had to climb
and
some ladders
experience
to get.
And nobody's just going to hand it back
Yeah,
to
nobody's just
you.
gonna hand that back to
nah,
you. Like,
I'm
no,
cool.
I'm not messing that up.
That's crazy.
It's something I can go home and like just go home.
Right. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely
Or
not
the
worth
car.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely gave up their careers for it. And I'm sure they're thinking now it wasn't worth it. Careers, family, everything.
The retirement plan of a cop. Gone.
Oh, well. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Congratulations, man. Megan Hall. Let's clap it up for
That's
her.
her name?
Megan Hall. Clap it up for her.
Megan Hall. That sounds
Why are we clapping it up for her?
I don't know why. I mean,
She took a risk.
she was down.
I don't know if that's...
She was down.
Yeah, she was down.
And her husband
alright.
was down, so I don't think they feel bad about it.
They're 100% about to start an OnlyFans.
Yeah, they're good.
I mean, that's probably the only way.
And people are
I
gonna,
mean, capitalize at
Money,
this
yeah.
point.
and people are going to pay to watch it.
100%.
Yeah.
Capitalize.
I don't know why they would.
Filthy. Sinners in the hands of an angry God.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, shout out to Megan. And the crew.
Megan and the crew.
That's filthy.
Did you say that whether you ever had it at the job?
No, I never have.
I can answer that for you.
Yeah.
You should feel offended.
You're a low
You should.
risk.
Yeah, you should feel offended.
No,
You
he's
should
a
feel
low.
offended.
B is not a
What's
risk.
up?
He
What's
said
up, man?
you
You're
wasn't
not a
about it
risk
for
taker.
real.
I am a risk taker.
Not on something like that. You're not jeopardizing your job.
No, I'm definitely not jeopardizing. No. I'll jeopardize getting kicked out of a movie theater. What?
Hey, the movie's a little expensive nowadays.
All right. Next topic at hand. Go for it, Rece.
Would you
Yeah, go ahead.
jeopardize that at 40?
No, because then I'm going to be all on the news. And I got a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you like this.
Hey, your YouTube channel will go
Hey,
crazy.
I was just about to say. If that were to happen,
Your
I'm
YouTube
definitely starting
channel
an OnlyFans.
We'll go crazy.
I'm going to capitalize.
You got to.
I'm definitely starting an OnlyFans.
Yeah, you work for the Kardashians.
Wait, what?
That's how Kim Kardashian got known.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and that
yeah.
was pre-OnlyFans, too.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was they set up.
Man, maybe I need to just go ahead and put a tape out.
Nah.
Nah, it
No.
ain't going to happen.
No, don't do
It's
it.
too late.
Don't do it.
I'm past my prime.
Hey, that's hilarious.
Past the prime. Like, body don't look like it used to look.
Hey, real talk.
You're running around with dad bods.
Body
Hey,
don't-
I ain't got no dad bod.
I ain't got, like, listen, I lost
Hold
my
on
30
now.
pounds.
I ain't even a dad yet to have a dad bod.
I had a
Hey, I
dad
know
bod.
some people that have mommy tummies that never had kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A-Ward
So-
got a dad bod. He ain't a dad.
Well, in A-Ward's defense, I
Dr.
have
Pepper.
no defense.
Dr. Pepper and Pizza
Well,
Rolls
yeah.
is his
yeah,
offense.
that's
That'll do
society,
it.
Yeah,
Dr.
No,
Pepper
100%,
Pizza Rolls. Shout out to
yeah.
A-Ward, his dad
yeah,
bod.
that's my guy.
He embraces it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go in on him. Dang.
I was watching some of his battles. When you look at A-Ward from his first battles to now.
Well, he looked like a young boy. He looked like a young boy.
Ah,
For
my
real.
God, that grew up before our eyes.
Man, listen,
That's
leaps
funny.
and bounds.
Leaps and bounds.
Leaps and bounds.
Hey, so B, I see the little thing that Kev on stage had posted. You got that video?
I do.
Let's play that sound for our listeners here.
Dude was messaging this woman, and he said, "You down for a call later?" She said, "Yes, but first, are you willing to fill out this dating and compatibility form?" He said no, but thankfully, he shared with us the questions that she submitted. Would you do this? Here's the questions. What are your dating goals? Do you believe in marriage, or is it just an unnecessary piece of paper? What's your highest level of education? How would you describe your financial employment
I'm
situation
looking at
right
it. It
now?
looks
How
like
would
an
you
SAT
describe your
test.
living situation right now?
Like
Do
it
you
really
have
does.
kids? Do you want kids? If you had a child who is LGBTQ plus, would you love them, support them, disown them? Are you a person of faith? Christian, Muslim, ECT? Are you close with your family? Have you been in therapy? What's your zodiac sign? Sun, moon, and rising, if you know it. Can you swim? Does the toilet tissue go over or under? Very important. Do you have a passport? Your love language giving, check all that apply. Your love language receiving, check all that apply. On a first date, who should pay? What's your preferred method of communication?
Is this really
What's wrong
all
with this picture?
Yeah,
Picture of
this
a
is
man
all
and
on
woman
here.
walking,
Yep.
man's on the inside. Name one No Skips album or mixtape. Name three top, this feels like Family Feud. Name top 3 TV series sitcoms of all time. What artists are heavy in your rotation right now? Are you allergic to seafood? That's really interesting.
That's important.
Choose the sentences that use the best correct homophone. This is the English test as well. And then at the end, she said, see, I knew you could do it. So my question to you is this. Are you willing to do this a date?
Okay. So this woman sent this man this questionnaire, if you will, a whole questionnaire before even going on the first date. Would y'all do this?
And it wasn't even like a first date.
No.
No.
Because then he started off saying, can we chat later?
I believe so. That part kind of got cut off.
Like, so he just asking, can they have a conversation?
It's fair.
In which all of that stuff could just be a natural conversation.
That's what I was gonna say. A natural conversation. I mean,
It's good conversation starters. Answer the questions, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, and if she decides that she needs to have them written down, write them down as y'all have a conversation.
This is not a job interview.
Sure. I mean, I guess. I
I'm
ain't
not about
mad
to be
at
on the
it.
phone with somebody the first time with no damn pen and paper.
I ain't mad at it.
I am.
So neither one of y'all would do this.
No.
Have you ever dated online?
No.
Okay. You ever tried online dating?
Technically, no.
What is
Fair enough.
technically
Fair
mean?
enough.
Because I never got on
Like a dating
quote-unquote
site?
dating site.
Yeah.
Have I met someone online,
Mm-hmm.
got their number from online and talked to them? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, like through your socials.
Yes, on social media.
Okay, but not on the app.
But I never have
App.
got on the app.
Yeah, and on the app, you'll get questions like that.
Really?
Yeah. It's fair.
That's probably why I've never been on there because I'm
Like,
not
hold on,
doing
like,
that.
quit, like a lot of questions like that.
Nah, but you have the option. I know a couple of the sites that I did try.
We're talking about like filling out when you're signing up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that's for
to build-
compatibility though.
Yeah.
to
And that's
build-
what I'm saying.
to
So
build-
it's a compatibility
To build your
thing.
profile.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then it kind of
Yeah.
try to match you with people. Like, okay,
Sort of, but not really. Because I
That's
think it's
different.
more so like you just kind of put those on your profile and then people can just kind of look and see.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can kind of switch questions in and out. Like,
I'm cool with that. If
Yeah.
I'm get on a dating app, and that's what I'm on an app for,
uh-huh.
and I got to fill out this so somebody can look and see if it's even worth hitting me up.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But if that sounds like a social media thing, like that conversation where
Somebody in the inbox.
inbox like, hey, can you mind? Let's chat later. I'm attracted to you. We'll see if we can chat later. Did you send me this questionnaire?
Yeah.
Like, no,
I'm
not.
never talking to you.
I'm
again.
not. Yeah,
Word.
I'm
Never.
not, like,
We're done.
I do it really just for the
We're
fun
done
of
before
it.
we even started.
Hey, that's hilarious.
I'm not doing like because to me you're crazy.
Absolutely,
point.
yeah.
Let's just say, if this woman was mid-30s, right? What I'm saying is
care if
she's
she's
probably a
55.
woman that does not want to waste time. So,
Then
Well,
have
she's
a
too old for that.
then have a conversation
I
with
I don't
me.
know if I can say that though.
I
She's
do.
too old for that.
I'm not. I like if that's what she want to do.
Yeah.
By all means, do it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't with it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it to my son.
What if you were attracted to this man who sent you that questionnaire?
He just became less attractive with this
Word,
questionnaire.
that's-
Yes, like
She
we
said,
can-
"Fool, you ugly now."
like
I don't see nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? And then it's up to the person to choose if they want to answer the questions or not. I don't see no problem with it.
I mean, if it was shorter,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
then I would have been like, all right, cool. I'd probably be like, send me over this. Are you serious? Cool. Once I'd seen this many questions, I'd just send it back. I'm not answering all this. I'm not doing all of this.
It was some important questions in there.
like what?
Toilet paper over or under? That is very important.
over.
Over.
Whoa.
Don't you say under.
Yeah.
I'm cutting your mic off. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Under why?
It is the weirdest thing ever. Why? Yeah.
So
Explain.
you pulled down? Like no, mine is under. So like yeah.
Okay, let's look at what you just did. Over is just like this.
Yes, and you tear.
You got to do this. You got to flip your wrist. No, I'm not flipping my wrist.
No, I don't have to flip my wrist.
You literally
if
just did it.
No, because I have to think about where I am. So if it's here,
You're turning your hand upside down.
Yeah,
That's flipping your wrist.
When I'm reaching, it's already like
You're
that.
turning your hand upside down.
Nope, when I'm reaching, it's already down.
No, you're sitting like this when you're on the stool.
Unless you're sitting like this, like you're doing yoga.
Yeah.
No
one is
You're
on the
not.
stool like,
Yeah, like you gotta flip your wrist to do it.
You gotta flip your wrist.
It's too much work.
Natural thing.
It's natural.
You grab like this. You're grabbing the toilet paper and
not
pulling
pulling.
down.
Well, I'm not natural. Say that. Let's say that.
You're not.
You're not.
Because your hand is upside down to grab it. That is an important question. It actually kind of irritating when like toilet paper is backwards.
I will turn somebody's toilet paper over.
I do.
I have.
I absolutely do.
Not my house or anything. Turn it over.
Flip that.
This is wrong.
It's wrong.
I've just been trying to think back if my toilet paper has ever been flipped when y'all came over my house. I'm just trying to think.
I've never been over there actually.
Yes, you have.
No, once. We standing outside talking though.
Okay.
Yeah. I should have went in there and took a dump just so I could see
flip it
if
over.
it's over or under.
It's definitely under right now in both bathrooms.
I'm gonna come over and take a dump on purpose in both of your bathrooms
and flip it
and flip them. It's weird. Turn that toilet paper over.
No.
I've
been doing it for too many years now.
I need to know. I wonder if it's a woman or man thing. Do women prefer under and men prefer over?
That's a good question. Hey, I'd like to know.
We shall see.
Yeah.
That's
we need
a
like a
weird
survey.
question,
Do
though.
y'all prefer over or under on the toilet paper? I really need to know. It might be a woman and man thing.
It might be.
It might be.
Maybe women sit on the toilet in yoga.
Maybe.
In yoga style. Again, it's an important question to me. I would answer.
The seafood question was an important question.
That is very important.
Because I love seafood.
There you go.
But
there you go.
You can order other things from seafood restaurant.
You can. But you know, some people have allergies that they can't even be
around it.
Yeah, be part of it.
Yeah,
So
100%.
That is important. But not, are you allergic to seafood? Like, what are your allergies to foods? Or what are you allergic to? Because
But don't ask me that up. Like, why are we talking about this when we ain't even had a conversation yet?
Well, true.
It's important conversation.
It
Like I
is
said, they're
important, 'cause
conversation
I'm allergic
pieces.
to strawberries, eggs, and bananas. So that's important.
Damn.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
Wow. You missing out on life and not being able to eat strawberries.
As long as I can eat seafood, I'm good.
It's fair.
Eggs are phenomenal.
Yes, they are. Oh, so you can't get the egg and the seafood boil.
Mm-mm. I never missed it. And I get the seafood boil often.
Where you go to get your seafood boil?
Crazy Crab. The old Chubbies.
Lee Summit?
No, Maine.
Broadway.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't been down there in a minute. Dang. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been down there.
I think we went there before.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. It wasn't too bad.
I used to
Actually,
like Pier 88, but every time I go there now.
I've never been there.
Don't go. Because now every
Like
time I
that?
go, my potatoes are hard, the corn is hard. Yeah, so.
I've been going to Hook and Reel.
Where's that
Where's
at?
that at?
Off of 119th and Metcalf.
Oh, yeah, I
Okay.
heard about that. I did go to where the old Ryans was. That was pretty good, too.
In Belton?
In Overland Park. Like off, what is that, 75th?
I do not remember Ryan's being in Overland Park.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
It's
one.
it's off 75th. Like right.
Yeah, I don't remember. I thought it was Orion's in Belton.
Yeah, Ryan's
used
is
to
a
be.
good time. Man, I miss a good buffet.
Yeah.
Dang.
So, man, this
It's
question.
still Golden Corral.
I'm straight. I'm straight. So, speaking of Golden Corral, speaking of restaurant, we can transition. What is a restaurant that you've been to that you'll never return to? That's like a hype one that people hype up, but you're like, I'll never go back there again.
Never go back.
That people hype up? Dang. Oh, you know what? What is the name of that place? Actually, there's a couple of them. Cracker Barrel. Highly overrated. And they're racist. They hate black people. Changed my mind.
They cook pancakes greatly for black people.
I'm straight. I don't want your slave cakes. You keep them. I don't want your slave waffles. I don't want none of that. They don't like black people.
Their pancakes are top tier.
I'm straight.
Or top tier.
Hey,
Crispy.
Cracker Barrel is so overrated. It's so overrated.
Like, I can't say that it's not, but I have never ordered anything else from there. If I go to Cracker Barrel, I'm going to Cracker Barrel for one thing.
I can get pancakes somewhere else.
Not as good as Cracker.
I don't care.
Man.
I ain't giving them my black money. Boston Market too. Boston Market.
Okay,
overrated.
Boston Market
is
is
trash.
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Do they still exist?
I don't think
They do. They absolutely
Where?
do. Yeah. I can't think of.
Not here.
Anyone in Independence?
No.
What's the name of that place out there? It's like Boston Market though.
I think all Boston
The
markets
markets
are
are done.
closed.
It's a place like that though. Ain't the one still in Raytown too? Or did they close that one?
I think all of them.
Oh, it used to be it's the Applebee's now that's in Raytown. That used to be Boston Market.
I'm cool on Applebee's while we're there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is that overrated though, Applebee's?
Yes.
Huh? Applebee's?
I ain't say it's over. Yeah, some people love Applebee's.
And still today,
Hey,
love
we
it.
used to go to Applebee's heavy for a minute.
Used to. We were in our 20s. Our early mid-20s.
The Riblets. Remember the Riblet baskets?
Riblets. Hey, the name Riblet.
The Riblet baskets.
You know, this is terrible. They're terrible.
It's trash.
Oh my God.
Trash.
No, those are my two though. I'm cool on Cracker Barrel. I'm cool on Boston Market or whatever the other place is. I'm gonna look it up while y'all talk.
And I know that you're probably gonna hate me for this, but the one place, what is it called, Cordoba or something? The burrito place that you said.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at that. Yeah, I ain't mad at that at all.
I'm good if I never go there again.
That's fair. It's fair. I ain't mad at that. It's not Chipotle.
It's not.
I do think it's good, but it's not Chipotle.
I think
I'm okay
Chipotle's
on
over.
Chipotle
I think
now.
Chipotle's overrated.
I'm not mad at that either.
It's good when I have it, but then it's never phenomenal enough for me to ever request it.
That's fair. Yeah.
You know what I can go without ever having again? Chinese food.
What?
I'm side-eyeing.
I can.
Like
I'm
no crab
side-eyeing.
ragoon,
No.
no shrimp fried rice.
I don't want Chinese food. Why? Because Thai food is so much better.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Okay, wait a minute. So I went to the casino Saturday.
Yeah.
Hey, the Chinese spot in Harris,
It's
fire.
It's good.
It is fire.
It's not Thai house.
It's not Thai house.
Agreed.
Like since I've been on Thai food and then
Yeah.
I had Chinese food,
Mm-hmm.
the flavor,
No, 100%.
it's just not. It's not it for me.
Yeah.
The crab ragoon at a Thai place versus the crab ragoon at a
It is very different.
is different.
Yeah, Thai food is Chinese food with flavor.
yeah. Like it like I'm fully Thai food. I don't want Chinese food. Y'all like they can take it. What's a place y'all love that's probably trash to some people? I love Waffle House.
Trash. Major trash.
I will go to Waffle House and have at it.
I'm not even going to Waffle
have
House just to
eggs,
sit
bacon,
with you.
pancakes, and a fisticuffs, nigga.
Listen,
Yeah, nah. Let me get
No.
some hands with that orange juice.
give me Waffle House.
Let me get some hands with that
When
orange
we used to have the
juice.
podcast out at your crib in Lee Summit,
Uh-huh.
I would leave there and go to Waffle House.
Ugh, that mug is... Wait, in
Oh,
Lee Summit?
It doesn't matter
on
which
Douglas.
one.
Oh, right there.
It
Yes.
doesn't matter which one. It doesn't
I was
matter.
about to say it, 'cause
It
you
doesn't
know,
matter.
They're all
which one.
phenomenal.
They're not.
They're all
They're all
phenomenal.
trash.
Phenomenal.
The all-star breakfast,
Bruh.
I can get a waffle, eggs, bacon, and grits.
Phenomenal is a strong word.
I
you're
love
using.
Waffle House.
That's crazy.
I will go to Waffle House after this show,
And you're crazy.
and y'all should come with me.
Negative.
No, thank you.
Y'all,
okay.
y'all should come. With
I'm
me.
not even. I don't even want to sit and watch you eat that.
I have put my daughters on to the delicacy.
That's terrible.
I just got upset. Hey, calling Waffle House a delicacy is crazy. What is wrong with you?
No, taking those kids and subjecting them to that.
Hey, listen, my kids love Waffle House and Dollar Tree. They will.
Nigga, you taking your kids antiquing at the Dollar Tree? You taking them to buy little trinkets?
Hey, they will.
Man, go to the $5 and below. What is it, $5
No,
below?
they asked to go to Dollar Tree.
Bruh, what is happening right now?
I give them $5 to tell them ball out.
Hey, Dollar Tree is crazy.
Hey,
Wow.
listen, they
Which
love
one
it.
do you take them to?
Hey,
Like,
hey,
Gosh,
listen. I know it's
man.
levels to Dollar Tree, but they love all of them. They'll find something.
Oh.
It's one level. Dollar Tree and Plateau.
No,
Right.
man.
It is an antique shop now. All of them.
No, man.
That's crazy, dude. Oh my
Man, you go get you some dish towels from Dollar Tree.
that you can only use maybe twice.
No,
facts.
man. They hang on in there.
Oh my gosh, them muzzles is not durable.
They are, man. Y'all don't know what y'all
man.
missing.
You said go to Dollar Tree, told them to go crazy.
My kid, we went bowling, and I was like, if y'all hit this score, I'm gonna give y'all $5. They hit that score, and they like, can we go to Dollar Tree? I was like, absolutely. Absolutely.
What are they buying at Dollar Tree?
It's a whole toy section.
It is the toy section. And the toys are
like the
okay.
toys back
Toys
from the
and
1980s.
Toys and candy. They got coloring books.
well.
First of all, I'm not mad at you being thrifty. I'm not mad at that. But
they don't
No, because
care.
the girls probably think
That's
that
fair.
they are having fun.
Oh,
They don't
1000%.
care.
They having a great time.
They're going to be done with this toy in 2 weeks, no matter if it was $50 or $1.
For true. It's fair.
See if they have some jacks.
And they feel like they
Jacks.
and they feel like they getting a lot with their $5.
Oh,
They go home to their
man.
mama. We went to Dollar Tree.
She probably, man, put that
No, she
shit
take them down
there.
too. She up on game.
She's learned. This is what we can do for $5.
Hey, that's
That
crazy.
is an outing.
Man.
This is an event
So you said a place that we like
that you
other
think
people-
everybody else might not be on. Like how
What you
y'all
think,
hate Waffle
Shaunta?
House. Ain't nothing beating Waffle House.
I don't know. I'm still loving Gates, and so many people hate it now.
Hey, I fool with Gates still.
I'm straight.
See?
I'll eat it if it's around.
I got me a turkey on bread the other day.
Turkey on bun. All that yelling, man. I'm straight.
No,
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what I hate about Gates. And for those of y'all who are not from Kansas City, like Gates is one of the staple barbecue places in Kansas
It's
City.
the staple barbecue.
staple.
Okay,
place.
it is the staple
Right.
barbecue. It is. It is the staple barbecue place in Kansas City. There's multiple one. If you do visit Kansas City, although I'm not a fan of them because I'm from here, you have to go to Gates.
The sauce.
Now that we got that out the way, I hate the sauce.
Even the sweet and mild?
First of all,
Nobody can hate the sweet and mild.
here's the problem with the sauce. First of all, it's not that good. Number two, they smother your barbecue with the sauce.
I never get sauce on my food.
Yeah.
I never do
I
that.
say sauce on the side.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and they,
That's where you're going wrong.
Yeah, you're doing wrong.
can I tell you my other problem? They burn in sandwich. It's the worst ever. It's not even burn ins.
I'm not going to Gates for burn in.
It's shredded
Yeah.
beef. Like, it's trash. It is the worst burn ins in the city.
Well, yeah.
Changed my mind. They shred that junk. It looked like you put paper in a paper shredder. Like, that's how they're burning.
Or do they taste good?
No.
Oh, okay.
It just, it
I'm-
is literally burnt ins.
I've never got burn ins from Gates. So.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, that's not a place I would get burn-ins from.
It's fair. Yeah, but I like burn ins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you're right. I don't mess with Gates like that. I will eat it if it's around, but I'm never checking for Gates.
I used to, like once a
I eat
week.
Gates like once a month.
Once a week?
I used to once a week. Yes.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, you was heavy.
Boy, my acid reflux that had me dying.
I'm about once a month.
I mean, sometimes I would do it
Word.
for lunch during the week and then dinner. Like, yeah, a couple times a week.
That's
Oh, yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. No way. Especially, it's mostly because of their sauce. Gives me terrible acid
I like the
reflux.
sweet.
I like the sweet and mild.
I'm cool.
And then if you're getting sauce on your food, you're getting the original, which we'll give you acid reflux. Like,
Yeah, I'm not a fan. My place is Cheesecake Factory.
I like
I like cheesecake.
no. First of all, Cheesecake Factory is trash.
Why is it trash though?
It's a big menu
That's why I like it.
full of trash.
It's variety.
Bad variety.
You ever had their burrito?
Why is Cheesecake Factory selling a burrito?
That's the thing.
It's like a gourmet burrito.
Cheesecake Factory
Why?
does not have
Why?
a specialty.
They do the cheesecake.
I'm talking about food wise.
I'm okay with that.
So it's like a high end Applebee's. Yes, just a variety of menu of trash things. I have literally for the last 3 years got the same. I found one thing I've liked. That's the only thing I go when I go.
What is that? The Buffalo Blast?
No, trash.
Them Buffalo Blasts is fire.
No Buffalo Blasts are trash.
So if you have to get the same thing every single time because it's trash, you have to say that Waffle House is trash because you get the same thing every time.
No, Waffle House is freaking amazing, and you would not disrespect Waffle House like that because I can get the same thing in a whole meal for $11. All right,
With an orange juice.
for $11.
And some fisticuffs. You can't forget that.
I've never seen a fight at Waffle House ever. It's peaceful. It's peaceful.
I've definitely seen a fight at
I've
Waffle
definitely
House.
seen a fight at
I've
Waffle
never
House.
seen. Yeah,
Word.
Never seen a fight.
As much as you go there, you never seen a fight.
What time did you go? I've been on a late night with some people. And
I'm at the home in bed at the late night because I'm a saved individual.
Now?
Yes. Now.
Okay. Just had to figure out what time frame we was talking about.
Back then, I was going to Ponchos on the late night.
Ponchos.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about them. Then that's trash to me.
It probably is trash.
Yeah. It's always been trash.
No, shoot. 3 o'clock in the morning on a drunk night, Ponchos was where it was.
Taco Bell.
Put you straight to the toilet, too.
Yeah.
Straight on the shit.
But no, the Chipotle chicken pasta.
Where?
At Cheesecake Factory.
The Chipotle chicken pasta.
It's fire.
I don't think I've ever had that.
I don't think I have either.
Only thing good on the menu. Besides the cheesecake.
Got to try their burrito.
No, I'm good.
And I haven't been in years.
There's
so they could, you know what I mean?
reason for that.
Well, it's because like people just don't like to go.
Exactly.
But I like that they menu. It's like they menu is a grab bag.
Here's the thing, like
Cheesecake
Factory was the stuff when we was growing up. Because we felt like we going to a restaurant on the plaza.
Luxury.
Yeah, we felt like it was a luxury till we found out when we started making real money. We found out that Cheesecake.
We found out about Eddie V's.
Yeah, we like Cheesecake Factory is actually the worst restaurant on the plaza.
Right. Yes.
Tomfooleries, which is closed now, by the way.
It is closed. But Tomfooleries was Tomfooleries
to me wasn't considered a restaurant. It was more like a bar.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an equivalent to Applebee's because they had the best.
Okay, I'll give you that. It's kind of like it was kind of like a TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't give it that.
I miss Bennigan's too.
Oh, I definitely miss Bennigan's.
Man.
But yeah, Cheesecake Factory is definitely the worst restaurant on the plaza.
Now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It might be. Shout out to Cheesecake Factory.
I
still rock with y'all.
No, he hasn't been there in years,
right.
So he does.
Is Fred Piat still there? That's no longer there, right?
Who?
Fred Piat.
Never been.
Oh.
Is it still down there?
I don't think it is. Because it used to be like on the other side of where Jack Stack is.
Jack Stack.
Oh, that is where Fred Piat's was. Yeah.
Never been.
Interesting.
So let's say y'all had one song.
Okay.
That, let's say, to get to heaven. Or die. Whatever one you want to give you
to
to
heaven or die.
Or whatever. To sing or rap, whatever. And you could not mess up a lyric.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't use your own song, B, but you'll mess your own.
I sure was about to say one of mine, and I probably would jack
you
it
just
up.
make your jack that up because you haven't performed in years. So, it's probably no song that you got right now that you remember word for it.
Absolutely not.
So one song that you can pick that you got to get right word for word. What would that song be?
I am picking the song from Lamb Chops. This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on. Y'all don't remember Lamb
Does
Chops?
it end?
Some people started singing when not knowing what it does end because the episode has to end.
Never heard it.
You didn't watch Lamb Chops?
I've never heard of Lamb Chops.
Word.
Me either.
The TV show?
Never.
Did
y'all not watch Channel 19?
I had cable.
KC? Oh. Excuse me for being broke.
Whoa.
Oh, the old bum ass nigga. You know what I mean?
we had cable in my household. I'm sorry.
We had cable too, but I watched 19.
Y'all didn't watch KCPT?
No, for what?
Sesame Street?
Yes, I watched
That's
those.
what that came on?
Yeah.
Okay.
This nigga was broke. We had cable, sucker. Step your game up, nigga.
We had cable, man. I definitely watched 19.
Listen, my daddy, some other stuff might get cut off. The cable wouldn't get cut off. If nothing else is going to be paid, that cable bill is going to be paid.
That is hilarious.
That cable bill is going to be paid.
Oh, man. No, that's funny.
Lights and cable, so you can turn that TV on.
Hey, that's too
Might
funny.
be cold, but we going to watch TV.
Man,
I
that's
couldn't talk
funny.
on the phone, but you can watch TV.
Said, put that blanket on.
Put that blanket on. Turn that
Put that
TV
blanket
on.
on. Watch this Magnum PI. You know what I mean? This Miami Vice.
So pick a song that's actually like out, not a TV show song.
You said a song.
No one knows that song.
A lot of people know that song.
No one has ever seen
I
that show.
bet money. A bunch of people know the Lamb Chop song.
The Lamb Chop.
No one even knows the show.
I know.
All right, we gonna see.
Okay.
For y'all who's listening, tell these people y'all know.
So
the
pick
Lamb
a
Chop
real song that's by an actual artist. Somebody, you're gonna die if you pick that song.
Right.
The person's gonna be like, he's like,
I don't even know those words.
The Lord thy God knows the Lamb Chop.
You're making this up.
He is the Lord thy God among
Send out
high.
the Sandman on you.
You said
Right.
Sandman. Let's see. I will probably do, and this is just because it's like this song has always been cold to me. Tupac, Pain, Above the Rim.
You know that whole song.
I know the whole joint.
Let me hear it, verse.
No,
You're
we have a podcast. No way I'm gonna rap a whole 16. Absolutely not. Just know that I do know the song.
All right, Shaunta, what's your song?
My song would have to be that I absolutely know all the words to is Can You Stand the Rain?
You're dying.
I'm
You're
not gonna
not getting
die.
all them words, right?
I know that is one of my favorite songs. Know all the words.
How's it
No,
start?
I'm not gonna sing.
No, how does it start?
Not
What's
gonna
the first
sing.
word?
Really? I'm dying then. I guess.
She's dead. I thought she's
Look,
dead.
they had to play it, and then I have to sing
No,
it
now
with
you
them.
gotta just say it. Don't
That's
play it and
hilarious.
win it. You gotta be able to hit it.
I'm probably dying.
You're
then.
dead. You're dead.
Oh, I'm going straight forward with mine.
Yeah.
Straightforward. I'm in there.
Yeah, I'm in.
What's
your
yours?
song?
Oh, shoot. Almost any Dave Hollister song I can give you. But let's say One Woman, man.
Okay.
Word for word.
You gonna do a little?
Nah, I know it. It's so funny running into you is how it starts. So
Okay.
Yeah.
See, and I know how mine start too.
yeah.
Okay.
They never take
Had-
me alive. I'm
had to
getting
be,
high
you
with
know.
my 4-5.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
glad y'all got that.
Yeah.
Had to be 3 years since we last seen each other. Many flashbacks come to mind. Got all them crazy
Look, he ain't
times.
singing the notes.
Nah, I ain't singing the notes. I ain't had my tea.
Hey, that's
I
hilarious.
ain't had my tea. So
That
yeah,
is
yeah.
hilarious.
Well, me and B lived. We're going to heaven.
Oh man.
Shaunta is not.
Hey, what if that
definitely will.
was what it took to get to heaven though?
Yep.
A song?
Yeah, like you got to know the joint front to back.
That ain't easy.
It's not.
I forget my own lyrics.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like that's not easy.
It's not easy. As she just found out.
I mean, right? Because a lot of times I feel like I know all the words,
Yeah.
especially when it's playing. But like to
Yeah.
just-
To be able to
no,
say
it ain't
Start out on
playing.
my own? Yeah.
It ain't playing. You don't get no instrumental.
yeah,
All
Yeah.
acapella.
I'm dead.
Dang.
I'm dead.
Yeah, you did.
Too bad. So sad. I'm be standing on the other side of the game. Dang, Shaunta. Damn. Why didn't you pick another song?
I wouldn't have known that either.
How
'cause I
does
thought I knew
how
that.
does it? All things are possible. Know that I can depend on you.
I don't near know how that mug starts.
I think it
I know the
starts-
hook.
I
She
know
about to look it
I know
up.
it better than she do. She
Hey, that's
know.
crazy. Hey, how you gonna know her song better
Yeah.
than she do?
No music out here, son.
Hey, that's hilarious. You gonna look at the lyrics real quick? Hey, that's funny.
I'm gonna have
But knowing like, but that was the
it
thing.
starts
Like
out, Can You Stand the Rain? I think that's
knowing songs in pressure situation is hard
It
I was
is.
just about to say, like, imagine like that being the stakes.
because like even Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
like you had your playlist and I had the playlist there too. But then they like play some two-stepping song. I'm like, damn,
I knew that. I
What's the-
definitely
what?
knew this. On a perfect day,
know that I can count,
count on you.
Yep.
Mhm.
If that's not possible, baby, can you weather the storm?
Who was
About to
that?
learn
Johnny
those
Gill?
words.
Yep, he starts that song.
Mm.
Starts
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, like when they was like play some two-stepping music, then all of a sudden my mind went like blank.
Yeah.
Like,
You can't
hey,
think
what's
of
some
two-step
two-stepping song?
Can't go wrong with R. Kelly.
No, I was trying to stay away from God. I didn't know how people felt. That was my first thing. Like, let me play some R. Kelly. Like, people might think what I'm on now that I'm playing R. Kelly. So it's like I didn't know what to play.
That is
I
hilarious.
don't know about that. Like I'm playing my R. Kelly.
You
Hey,
saying you
listen.
playing it?
I am.
I was DJing, so you got to be sensitive to the crowd.
Yeah, 100%.
I get it.
Yeah, so it was like,
100%. One of the problems.
All
So
right,
you
so
don't play it unless somebody asks you.
yeah. Now, and I mean, it had to be a couple people. I'm like, you sure?
Hey, facts.
You
For
sure
real.
that's what you want to hear? Y'all cool with that? Like, it would take the
The
person whose party it is.
Gotcha.
So if B Mama would have came like, hey, can you play Step in the Name of Love? I'd have been like, of course I can.
Gail wasn't near by the ass for that. Not never.
Never. So I was like, nah. And even then, sometimes you got like, because me and B was DJing a wedding one time, and some person kept coming up there asking us to play Michael Jackson. Remember that?
They were drunk, wasn't they?
Yeah, they was like, play some Michael Jackson. We kept like, nah, you ain't messing up our vibe. Till finally, we like, all right, let's slide some. The whole floor clear. Left.
Yeah.
Done.
Left.
We cut the song short.
Made y'all look bad.
Yeah.
Like y'all was messed up.
We was jamming.
We was jamming. Had it rocking.
Ridiculous.
They talked about y'all.
Yeah,
Nah,
they paid
in
us.
a good way.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were talking about us. It was a good way.
We made some bread that night.
For real.
Everybody was handing out tips.
Man,
That's what he's
listen.
leaving.
Well,
Like,
that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Good times.
yeah, it was good times.
Good times.
So let's talk about relationships.
I like it. Let's get to it.
Let's talk about how to keep the spark in a relationship.
Sparking. Okay.
Yeah,
I like it.
How you keep this? Because every relationship goes through things.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's going to be great, peaks and valleys.
100%.
And then sometimes it's going to come real low. Low. Like,
Low.
Yeah. Have some low moments, right? You know, some of y'all out there listening, y'all at a peak right now. Some of y'all out there listening, y'all at the valley. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that season. But through both seasons of it, you got to find ways sometimes how to keep the spark, and then sometimes how to rekindle it if the spark has gone down.
Sure.
If you've been in a relationship long enough, at some point, that spark ain't what it used to be.
100%.
And that's just being real. If somebody tell me, oh, we've been together for 10 years and we never lost a flame, tell me your secret. Please.
I'd be surprised at anybody saying that.
Because life, it don't even have to be a problem within the relationship sometimes that steals the spark. Work can steal the spark.
100%.
Sometimes, like,
you be tired.
This life. Sometimes sickness steals the spark.
100%.
Absolutely.
You know, I know the girl one time she had suffered breast cancer. And she was battling that, and she just like felt like her husband through that did not find her attractive anymore. You know, and it was just a hard time for them. You know, so like different things can come in and rob the spark away. So we enlisted some things on our social site, you know, talking about, you know, ways to keep the spark. So let's dive deeper a little to this. So communicate your needs, number one. What do y'all think about that, Shaunta?
I think that communicating your needs is important.
Okay.
But if you communicate them and then nothing is done, then what happens?
Well, let's start with the communication part first. You know, we know y'all put some actions about it, but what's the effective way to communicate? How do you communicate your needs? Because I think that's the hard part. It's like we be like, you know, people actually give you what the things to do, but never give you the application part.
I like it.
So we can say, like, hey, communicate your needs. How? So let's say, take you for example. I'm sure you've been in a relationship before in your lifetime, hopefully, you know, through your years. And
through your years.
Through my years.
You know, your years of living.
I'm tapping on something here.
So through your years, how, you know, to your man, your boyfriend, your boo thing, whatever you like to call him, bae, you know, what do you call your guy? Honey? Sugar bear?
Sugar bear. My we
Moving
don't
on.
sugar bear.
You kind of tough. You don't call him that. Hey,
She call him nigga.
I do not.
I love you, nigga. What'd you call him?
Babe is cool.
Okay,
I'll
babe.
say
All
babe.
right.
So let's say babe ain't hitting the needs. How do you communicate that to him that some of your needs are not getting met?
I mean, you know, I'm straightforward, so I'm telling you that I'm lacking in this area. This is what I need.
Example.
We haven't had sex. I need it.
That's how you would tell him?
Yeah.
We haven't had sex. I need it.
Drop your draws.
I mean, that's clear. No, there's no misunderstanding in what I need.
I mean, hey, if that's how you communicate, that's how you communicate.
Hey.
It's fair.
B.
It's fair.
If you're not getting something you need from your lady, how do you communicate that?
Man, with ashes and sackcloth and weeping. I need it, right?
And let's say not sex.
Yeah,
What's another need outside of sex that you feel like you need in your relationship, or you feel like at one time you lacked in your relationship?
So for me, I would say one thing that I need that's outside of sex, is basically like words of encouragement. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's it's good for me to know that I'm doing well, and to be reminded of that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Just words of encouragement.
So through you asking for that, we got a woman here, so we can talk about this.
Yeah.
Do you ever run into a time as a man where you communicate your needs from her, only for it to get thrown back in the face what you're not doing in that aspect of why your need is not getting met?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, when I was married, that's what it was every single time.
So you would express a need, and she's like, well, this need is not getting met
right
because you're not doing this.
100%.
Shaunta, have you ever done that?
No.
We been 100 here, right?
Yes. Yes.
This is not a show.
Man, that's hilarious. He said that we been 100,
Like,
right?
I'm not gonna play tit for tat. No, I'm not doing that.
So you've never done that, where
No.
somebody be like, "Well, I ain't been getting this from you, and I've been really wanting from you." You be like, "Well, the reason I ain't been giving this is because."
Mm-hmm.
No,
That's good.
That is good.
That's really good.
it's hard, but
I know
no.
you think that's good.
Hey, that's hilarious.
How does that make you feel, B?
What? When it was
Like-
thrown back at me?
Like if you communicate, I need this,
Uh-huh.
and then back at you instead of saying, hey, I understand. I hear what you're saying. I'll try to do better, or what's some ways I can do that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, the conversation is, well, I ain't giving you this because you ain't like.
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel as a man?
Well, I think after a while, that it'll start to. Well, I'll tell you how it made me feel.
Yeah.
It started to make me feel like I wasn't enough after
Okay.
a while, and then it just starts turning into, well, I'm just not going to tell you how I feel at all now.
Okay, so
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
like, did it build resentment at all?
I can't say that it built resentment.
Okay.
I think really what it turned into was me no longer caring about how I feel and always worrying about how she feels and making sure that's happening.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you kind of just threw your knees to the side.
Exactly. Which I do feel like a lot of men do. But that's not the topic of conversation today.
Okay.
But yeah. So
Have you ever expressed your needs, Shaunta, to a man outside of sex instead of telling him to drop his drawers?
Wow.
I mean, that's what your example. She's like, I
spread
need
them
it.
and lift your sack.
Telling a man to lift his sack is disgusting. First of all,
Very much so.
nigga just walking there holding his.
Oh, that's filthy. Oh, it's filthy.
Is this what you want?
Yeah, is this what you want? Hey, that's crazy.
So have you ever like communicated your needs to a man and did not get the response that you were looking for?
Absolutely.
Example.
Spending more time, just having quality time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to, hang out, do things together because of, schedules and things like that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm saying this, let's spend some time, let's do some things together. It's like, well, I have to work, I have to do this, I have to do that. And it's always, I'm second. to
So it felt
everything
like
else.
an excuse to you?
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
I've been guilty of that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So in the long run, like, did he make any change in behavior or?
No.
Word. Yeah. Well, I got nothing for it then.
So for me, it's like phone.
Uh-huh.
Ton of groups. Group chats I'm in with the homies. We put that to the thing. Chiefs group. Twitter, trying to stay up on all the sports stuff that's going on.
Mhm,
When it comes
mhm.
to that, I got like 4 or 5 emails on my phone. And that's on top of social media, right? So it's like I can be consistently sometimes on my phone and not aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I might be in a group chat for 5-10 minutes, laughing, joking with them. And I get an email. I check that. My work email, my work group chats, like all of this stuff like you have on your work computer comes to my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And, so I remember one time just being like, you put your phone down, you're always on your phone. And instead of like really hearing that
Yeah.
and listening to that, my go-to was, this is what I'm doing. Like, I'm on my phone because.
Yeah.
And in a sense, like, yeah, like, okay, yeah, I might be looking at some sports stuff that's important to what I have to do for my sports writing.
Mhm.
Because I constantly got to be involved in that and talking about that to stay relevant.
Yeah.
Or I might just be in a group chat and somebody just went in on a story thing, ran, and everybody's in the moment.
Mhm.
And sometimes the worst feeling is when your group chat that had a funny moment, you come on the back end of it and feel like you missed everything.
Feel like you
Yeah.
can't respond.
Yeah,
now.
now you can't even respond.
So you
up
gotta
here,
laugh
you up
at
here
this.
laughing at this other stuff, but now you can't respond or anything. And it's like, so I'm like, well, I'm just doing this. I'm taking care of this real quick and all that. And I remember she just walked out of the room,
Mm-hmm.
and I realized like I missed the moment
Yeah.
to be able to be like, you know what, whatever's going on my phone right now
Yeah.
ain't that important.
Right. You missed a moment to be present.
To be present. But that's all.
100%.
It wasn't like And then when you do that, the phone becomes a representation of a priority above. And it ain't even what you're doing on the phone. The phone itself now is an issue.
Yeah.
So now every time you have your phone, it's like that's what he keeps choosing to do over spending time with me or talking or being present in the moment with me.
Yeah.
You know, so and that was just a need that was being thing. And I think that's what sometimes people can communicate their needs. And when somebody communicates their needs, we have to do a better job as individuals as hearing the need and not being selfish.
Yeah, 100%.
Because oftentimes I think we're just selfish and then like, well, I'm doing this because of this.
Yeah.
Or, you know, and you're thinking about yourself in that moment.
Right.
And whenever you're not thinking about self, whenever you're thinking about self, you're not hearing what the other person is really trying to say.
Yeah, that's real talk. Because I don't think everybody communicates their needs well.
Yeah.
And it's okay to not be able to do it well. I think it's just one of those things where you do have to be in tune.
Mm-hmm.
So I know a lot of times, us as men, Shaunta, stuff can sound like a complaint when really it is, no, you're expressing that a need is not being met.
Right. But sometimes we just take the, here she goes again.
Yeah. And it's really like, no, we need to pay attention to what is being said.
And then sometimes here she go again is because we didn't listen the first time.
Facts. It's true.
You're like, she tripping
Take
again.
some
And it's
accountability, man.
Nah, she ain't tripping again. You didn't change last time.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. 100%.
You didn't change anything about what I said 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, for true.
And I think it gets to the point on both sides, then it's just called shutdown.
Yeah.
And then when shutdown happens, spark starts to leave.
Yeah.
So I think like keeping that, I think that's just first and foremost, keeping that open line of communication. And then I think to what Shaunta was saying at first, like expressing the need, and then the other person has to hear the need.
Yeah.
And try to put some actions towards changing.
100%.
Right.
And then, and it has to be some communication going back and forth. Because oftentimes, we have to ask ourselves, are we being reasonable
I like it.
with what we're asking for?
Uh-huh.
Because sometimes we're like, oh, you ain't changing. It's like, I've changed a little, but maybe I haven't changed to your expectation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe your expectation is unreasonable.
That's a thought to have.
And and oftentimes from our vantage point, we're going to think that we're making a reasonable expectation. This is what I want.
Uh-huh.
But you got to allow the room for the person to be who they are as well.
100%. Yeah.
I get that totally. Example, I have an expectation for my car to have an oil change certain time. Every 3,000 miles, I have to have my oil change.
Okay.
So that's the expectation. And now you set this expectation that I'm going to take your car to get it serviced every time. Like, there's a control factor. So I'm going to take your car. Okay, so my 3,000 miles has hit. It's time. Hey, babe, it's time for me to get my oil change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get it taken care of. A week go by.
Got you.
My oil's still not changed.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the expectation that I've had when I take my car myself. 2 weeks go by. Oil still not changed. So I asked my stepfather, hey, can you get my oil changed? Can you take care of my oil? So then it came to like the day I was supposed to take everything to my stepfather. He's like, you really gonna let your stepfather change your oil? I'm thinking like we 3 weeks in. Yes.
Yeah. It's fair.
Yes.
It's fair.
It's fair. I get both sides.
It's definitely fair.
I get both sides.
How do you get both sides? 3 weeks later, you get both sides?
Yeah, I mean, I get.
I mean, because like
I'm not saying he's right,
Yeah,
but I get it because in his mind, like, let me bring you to the mind of a man. Like, he's planning on doing it. like he really is. Like, and sometimes we allow things to get in the way that should not get in the way. Sometimes we don't prioritize like we should prioritize. We like, because in our mind, he's probably thinking like, because honestly, it's 3,000 to 5,000 is where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's on a newer car. This is a while ago.
Okay, so when you're thinking that, you like, what if she goes 1,000 miles over? Ain't no hard. Yeah, ain't no big deal. Ain't got to be changed right at 3,000. So he's putting it off because he's in his mind he's justified. She tripping, and ain't got to be right at 3,000. It can go a little bit over. I'm gonna get to it. But then when we see no matter if it's stepfather, brother, whatever, now it's another man coming into the picture, about to step in and do it. Like, hey, no, he ain't got to do it. I got it.
It's ego.
It's ego. And so that's why I said, and I get your side, like, my guy, I gave you 3 weeks. So now I got to go get it taken care of. So I get, like I said, I get both sides of it. But I don't think that's an unreasonable expectation.
No,
I didn't think it was either.
Yeah, I don't think that 3 weeks, you know, I mean, and it happens. Like I want to try to keep gas in their car and stuff like that, but sometimes I don't think to go check it. And then next thing you know, I don't think about it. I'll be like, she on the phone. I'm like, where you at? Oh, I'm about to leave the gas. And I'm like, oh, I'm on my bad. You know, like I wasn't gonna help out with that. You know.
Yeah.
So I think the communication part there is hearing like, hey, you know what? I gave you, you know, I've been waiting 3 weeks for this because some other things could have really came up. We don't know if we don't have those conversations.
Yeah. And
then we can't look at it, whatever they say came up as just an excuse. Sometimes it's going to be just an excuse, and sometimes it's going to be a valid reason.
Yeah.
You know, because definitely if he's taking it somewhere to get the oil change, maybe he ain't had the bread.
Not the case.
Could he have communicated if he didn't have the bread? Yeah. Is that hard for a man to communicate? Yeah, too. You know, so he's putting off trying like, man, when I get paid, I'm going to get this taken care of when I get my check, you know what I'm saying, when I get paid. You know, so I don't know. Everybody's situation is different, right? Mm-hmm. So I think it just comes to more communication. But what I think with that is sometimes people don't remind or ask again. And I know a lot of women like that. Hey, you know this is the expectation. You know I want my oil change. You said you was going to take care of it. I ain't asking you again.
Mm-hmm.
So then you go by week 1, you get more upset because it ain't done. Week 2, you more upset because it ain't done. Week 3, you just fed up. Now you get somebody else to do it. Instead of saying, hey, babe, it's been 2 weeks since you said you're going to get my oil change. Can you get that taken care of this weekend for me?
I get that because week 2, I did say, hey, I'm going to leave my car here and I'm going to take your car to work.
No. See, that's not what I just said.
No, that is because that's a reminder for you to take my car and to get an oil change. I'm going to take my car. I'm going to leave mine here and I'm going to take your car to work.
You don't hear the difference in how we just said that?
I needed to actually say, I'm going to leave my car here so you can take it to get an oil change.
Hey, babe, 2 weeks ago, I asked you to get my oil change. You said you're going to get it done. Is it cool if I leave my car here today? Can you get this done today for me?
I'm not.
See?
She said, I'm not.
And I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong for that, but I'm not because you know why I'm leaving my car here. Like what? I don't leave my car with you any other time, so you know I needed an oil change. This is what you were supposed to do last week, so here we are, week 2. I'm going to go ahead and leave my car here, and I'm going to take yours.
So, but you don't know what else has been on his agenda for today.
My oil change is what it should be.
But I'm saying, slow it down. Like, what is wrong with simply saying
nothing? Nothing.
They just read like, I'm leaving my car here. You know what to do.
Yeah, because last week we were supposed to get an oil change.
I get both sides. I get it. But I'm just saying sometimes the way you communicate, because sometimes, you know, because again, men are ego driven sometimes. And we're going to be like, all right, I'm leaving my car here. I'm going to take your car to work. And you're like, okay, I mean, so you just I'm supposed to stop everything I'm supposed to do today, change your oil now, huh? And we put up defense mechanisms. I ain't saying it's the smartest thing to do. Sometimes we stupid. And then we get into a defense and defiance mode. Like, man, just leave your car. Like, I'm supposed to start what I'm doing today to change your oil. I'll change it when I feel like it now. And
which
now
is dumb.
Which is dumb.
It's dumb.
It's dumb. But we do stuff like this sometimes.
And that must have been what happened because I come home from work and my oil is still not changed.
What was he doing all day?
Nothing.
Hey, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Nothing. You're right. He was resting because he worked nights, but
the man is tired. The man is tired. All right. Like, but again, like I said, I think that's where communication. Because even then, he could have spoke up when you said, "Hey, I'm leaving my car." He could like, hey, you know, babe, I'm really tired from working last night. I'm probably not going to get to that today, but I will get to it here. And then he can reset the expectation for you of when he's going to do it. Then it's clear. I think it communication on both ends. I think it just comes with that because the lack of communication from you and from him left a need still not getting met.
I had lack of communication.
I won't say lack of communication. I don't say your communication wasn't the best.
No,
and that happens. You tried.
I like. She said, "No, okay."
If you say so.
All right, to the next one. Keeping the spark. Oil sparks. You know it happened.
I see what you did there.
But yeah. So continue to go on dates.
Very important. Very important.
Continue to go on dates. I think that is very important to keep. Because have y'all ever just feel like y'all got into a routine?
Yeah. And my thing is life is going to be routine.
Yeah.
There is no felt like you're getting it. No.
People act like
life is a routine.
People act like it ain't.
Yeah.
I mean, we just feel like we're going through the motions of life.
You are. I mean, here's the thing. I think it's romanticized. Life is romanticized, especially married life. I'm sorry. Like, life is life, and life is going to continue lifing.
Right.
Most of your days are going to be going through the motions.
Same thing.
It's fine. The thing is as you're going through the motions, it doesn't have to be bad and it doesn't have to be mundane, is what I'm saying. It's going to feel like it a lot of times, right. But that doesn't mean that it has to be. Life is going to continue lifing. So when you say, continue going on dates, I definitely think that it helps in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, mix it up a little bit if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of going to Cheesecake Factory like y'all do every other Thursday, go to, Applebee's or something.
Not the Waffle House.
Go to Waffle House.
Or Waffle House.
Not Applebee's either.
Well, I'm just saying, like Waffle House could be the move for a couple. You know what I'm saying? It could be the move for somebody. I'm just saying.
I took her to the Waffle House. She told me never again.
It's fair.
She's a smart woman.
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's fair. Especially like because it's
let
you.
You take her that first time.
Especially because it's you. And you do fancy, expensive restaurants.
I really.
That's why I cannot believe he goes to the Waffle House.
I don't really. She kind of got me out of there. She's like, that's not important.
Okay, cool.
Waffle
Even better.
House.
Right? She said I'm straight.
Went to the other extreme. Waffle House. No, we still do those festivals. I think what happens is, of course, when you're getting to know someone,
yeah,
you're dating.
100%.
Like, that's really all you do.
Uh-huh.
Is go out on dates, go out and do things that you enjoy doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you plan it.
Yeah.
You do your routine stuff individually because that's your life, still life.
100%.
But then you make plans to go on dates. For some reason, when you bring things together now, and y'all exclusive dating, married, whatever it is, like on some exclusive stuff, that slows down.
100%.
I don't have a reason why. But
you know what? I think the reason why, well, partly some of it is because when you like in the beginning getting to know somebody, it feels outside of your routine. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because it's brand new, it feels great getting to know somebody and all that stuff. And then kind of once you in the swing of things, and this person becomes part of your routine, quote unquote, it starts to feel like that routine.
And sometimes normal stuff that felt like a date before,
yeah,
is now like
it's routine. It don't feel like a date. Like, hey, what we eating tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go grab something here and sit down here. 100%. We go sit down there and have it. But now it just feels like we just having dinner.
Right.
It doesn't feel like I'm taking you out to dinner.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. I think you kind of got to make it something. You know what I'm saying?
I tell her, put something sexy on Friday night.
Put them stilettos
to go to the Waffle House.
That's right.
Put the heels on for the Waffle House.
Yeah. Get dressed up for that Waffle House.
Because it's really so easy just to get in routine.
100%.
Yeah, it is.
And but we got to take the bad stigma off routine.
We do.
Because routine is not bad.
It's not.
And then something like at the beginning, we're getting to know each other. So everything that we're doing is great and exciting because we're getting to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
It comes to a point where we know each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's little things that's changing that we got to continue always to get to know because we're forever changing. But for the most part, we know each other. It's like, you know my favorite restaurant. So now you got to learn how to switch things up a little bit. But you got to be intentional about the date because definitely when y'all get together, y'all bring everything together. And definitely if kids are somewhere in the play, then they can steal a lot of time from you.
100%.
And I don't know if stealing time is the right phrase, but
no, they do.
But they can. They require a lot of time.
Sure.
And they do, and it's needed.
Yeah.
But then y'all have to find time and be intentional about time just for you, for the two of you.
Absolutely.
But I said it before, like kids should not come first in a relationship.
I'm rolling.
That is so hard for a lot of people to understand, though.
It's hard because you want to make sure your kids have everything. And I used to think that kids should come first. You know, and it's even more thought of like that. Definitely like when you blend things together, because you never want to feel like you're putting the person you date before your kids. But if you're trying to build something with somebody, at some point they have to be the forefront of everything.
Yeah.
Because and that's not say you're making your kids lack. And I think that's why it's hard for people to get. And when you say my kids don't come first, my spouse or my significant other comes first, then my kids. Some people hear that as now my kids are taking a back seat.
Right.
Yeah.
Or they're lacking. That's not what that's saying.
Yeah, because it doesn't mean your kids aren't priority.
Yeah.
100%.
Like sometimes, we gonna not do something we want to do to make sure the kids is gonna and take the kids where they want to go. Yeah. But sometimes we got to be like, hey, can we do this today, Friday night, Daddy? Like, no, Daddy already got plans Friday. So we gonna me and your mama or me and my lady, whatever your setup is we're going out here. Y'all gonna chill. Or y'all going over grandma's tonight, and we going out on a date. Yeah. You know, you can't let the kid run the household and dictate every move of the household because they gonna get grown and they gonna move out. Yeah. And now here you are 20 years later with somebody you didn't grew apart from because y'all both was focused so much on these kids. So you got to be intentional with date night.
100%.
And I agree. You got to switch it up. It can't always just be dinner and a movie or something like it's too much stuff to do now. Yeah. 100%. Like your city, whatever city you in, listen to, has a lot to do that you have not touched. I guarantee
it's fair.
I found that out about Kansas. It's so much Kansas City to do that.
It's always something going on. Always. People be complaining. It's like, well, you just not looking. And it's obvious.
And who complains is black people.
Hey, it's true.
It's real.
It's true.
Because we're, in a sense, for the most part, we're boxed in a little bit.
Yeah, 100%.
This is what fits our necessarily culture or what we like to do or this ain't cool. Yeah. You know, I'm like, sure, I went down to the crossroads like these white people are kicking it. Yeah. They don't care. We got museums. like it's a lot of stuff to do in Kansas City.
I mean, the wine tasting.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff to do.
It's a lot of stuff to do besides club and brunch.
100%. Club and brunch. Hey, black folk love a good brunch. Man. Can't wait to go to brunch.
Can't wait to go to brunch.
If they in the 20s, they want a club. If they 35 and up, let's talk. We talking brunch now. And that's it. Like it is so much more to do than club, brunch, and live music.
Facts. Although I do enjoy live music.
And I love all of them.
Like all of those, I love.
All of those are great. But you got to expand.
Yeah, 100%.
So that you don't fall into just doing the same thing. I mean,
I mean, even tap into a little kid-like stuff. A main event or something.
There you go.
Hey, that is fun.
Dave and Buster's?
Dave and Buster's.
What's the name of the spot? With all the retro arcades and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Downtown.
Uptown.
Up, down. Yeah. Yeah, man.
The dope barcade. I like it.
All right, let's talk about the next.
Top Golf.
Oh, yeah. Top Golf is a good time.
First of all, Top Golf is a very good time.
I want to go Axstone. I ain't been there yet.
Oh, me and I don't know if she want me to say her name on here.
Me and you and the lady.
Me and the lady.
That's funny.
I was about to put her out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, me and the lady, we went axe throwing. It was a good time.
Yeah, I want to try that.
It was real cool. It is a lot more difficult than what it looks like. A lot more difficult.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, she was whooping my ass.
She been beating you in a lot of things lately.
But relax though.
Yeah,
I beat her
Are
the
you
second
letting her
game.
win, B? I mean,
No.
come on. Oh.
So we went bowling.
Oh, she beat you bowling?
Well, you know, I was tired.
Excuse.
It's valid.
Okay.
I beat her the second game. That's all that matters.
Okay. The gun range is a good time too.
It is. The gun range
yes,
is a great
it
time.
is a good time.
I got beat there.
It is a good time.
I did. She shoot way better.
Man, listen. No, what was she shooting? Was y'all shooting the same gun?
Yeah.
It looked like the gun she was shooting didn't have no recoil.
I mean, we was just shooting the 22 the first couple. Probably the
okay, got you.
So then, ain't got a lot of kickback on that.
Got you.
I probably would handle like I think when I improved when I got the 9.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's hilarious, man.
Speaking of hilarious, the next one, laugh together.
Yep.
laughing keeps a great spark. If y'all not like, and I ain't talking about like y'all got to be watching the comedy show that helps and all that type of thing, but y'all should genuinely be able to have a conversation and crack up together.
100%. Absolutely. I'm rolling.
100%.
Laughter is good for the soul.
Yeah, real good.
And you got a question like, I mean, like, I don't know, like, I think that's an important part of a relationship to me. Like, having somebody you can just laugh with, definitely when it's just y'all two.
100%.
And y'all can still find funny moments.
Yeah.
I think that's, like, huge.
Absolutely. I think that's, like, peak, you know what I'm saying? Peak, what do they call it? Intimacy?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, being able to laugh.
It's a good hearty
together.
laugh.
Yeah, I like it.
Just having conversation. And like, to me, that shows you enjoy each other's company.
Exactly. 100%.
And I think that's the gist of it. It's like, y'all have to find things that y'all can laugh and have fun where you enjoy each other's company. It's just y'all two. If you always need a crowd around to enjoy each other, it might need to have some more, to go back to the communication part.
Hey, real talk.
and figure some things out.
Yeah.
Because
figure out if y'all like each other.
Yeah, figure out if y'all like each other or not. Because I've been in a relationship like that where it felt like, oh man, when we alone together, it's boring.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I'm just being 100. Like, it got boring. Like when it was fun when we was with people. A great time. You know. And you gotta find a balance in that, because for me, I'm extroverted. Like, I'd rather be out around people.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to dial that back so that y'all can get that one-on-one time. But then the introverted person also has to understand that with the extroverted person.
Yeah.
Like, we can't just sit around in this house all day either.
Right.
I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah.
So I think it takes both. But yeah, good laughter. Let's see what the other one said. What else we put out here?
You sound like an old man. Let's see what the other one is.
Spontaneous sex.
Gonna go ahead and clap it up for that. Yep. I don't think there is anything else that needs to be said about that.
No, it needs to be. It's some more that needs to be said.
Yeah.
It's definitely, because there's a difference just saying sex.
Yeah.
And spontaneous sex. Because when you get into a relationship, just like date nights and all that in life, your sex life can get routine as well. For true. Absolutely. And it like, so you have to find things to return that spark to the bedroom. Yeah. Because that move you was doing year one, she know that move coming.
Hey, first of all, if dude got a signature move in the bedroom, what are you doing? This is not wrestling.
And I ain't saying like that's
what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, it could just be normal missionary. Like this. I know this is what we Gary do.
Yeah,
because
then
this is what we always do.
Oh, then you about to flip me over?
Yep. You just know. Like, this is it.
He about to pull me to the end of the bed. Yeah, like this is it.
He start kissing me here, then he gonna kiss here, then he gonna go here. Like,
kissing on that kneecap.
That becomes routine. Like, this is what y'all doing. You like, oh, okay, here he comes. It's about to be over.
Dang. Why you gotta go there?
Why I say it's about to be
over? It's about to be over.
I mean,
why you gotta go there?
That's the routine part of it. When it starts to be routine, it's just like we just here just because this is what we about to go to bed, and this is what we gonna do before we go to bed.
So let's talk about the how again then.
I was just about to say that.
Let's make some application here. How because everybody don't know this. And then sometimes, like, definitely after some years in, you like, I done exhausted. All my go-tos
or
gone.
I'm just exhausted.
I mean, I guess that kind of depends on the person and what you can do to, like, spark them. I mean, some people you can just have a flirtatious conversation with throughout the day.
Yeah, for true.
For some people, that doesn't work at all.
Yeah. They just ready to get to business.
Yeah. So it just kind of...
Yeah, it depends. It's definitely one of those things where you have to know your mate. Yeah. 100%.
Communication again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tops that off. So you might, I mean, you might have to bring a little toy, a toy in the bedroom.
Why did you emphasize toy like that?
Because somebody might thought about say bring somebody else in the bedroom, and I want to make sure I'm emphasizing toy.
Okay.
Now, if you want to bring somebody else in the bedroom, that's y'all business. If that's what y'all think it takes to be spontaneous,
yeah, you cuck.
Do your thing. We talked about the train earlier in the episode. If that's what y'all, cool. That ain't what I'm trying to do.
Oh man, it's a no judgment zone when I'm judging.
Some people are not good with toys. Like,
yeah, I mean,
they don't want that either. Like,
Yeah,
I think some men, like I said,
that's true.
It depends on what the toy is. It depends.
No, it definitely depends.
Because you ain't about to bring no
It depends.
12-inch dildo in this joint. Right. I'm in here no.
Like, first of all, what is this? What is this chasm you're trying to get up into? What is like? What are we doing right now?
Like,
real talk.
You're not bringing that in. Like,
yeah, no.
Why not though? That's what she wants.
No. See, listen.
We got to talk about expectations.
Yeah, That's why we got to communicate.
Yeah.
Because if you pull this thing out in here, and here I am, like I can't compete with this.
and the thing is 98% of men wouldn't be able to compete with that.
Yes, it's like.
Look, if that's what you want, go
now,
for it.
If you talking about a little vibrator thing, rolls, whatever the thing is, like you want to bring into, because clitoral stimulation is a thing, and that's needed, right? So we get that.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to replace something you putting in you, that ain't me now.
It's fair.
It's a different. This is a different ball game.
It's fair. And who's handling it? Are you handling it?
Am I supposed to be shoving this thing up in you?
I don't know.
No.
No, because you looking like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't about to have this in my hand. You know what I mean? Like, I'm outside shoveling.
You ain't about to handle it, B?
No, I'm not putting that in my hand. No.
So, I mean, maybe she just wants you to watch her do it. I don't know.
I don't think I'm rolling with that either, though. I'm not rolling. So instead of me shoveling, she gonna be doing the shoveling?
Some people like that.
Cut.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
If they like that, do your thing. That's why I say, like the toy discussion has to be just that, a discussion. What is your mate's, comfortable with?
100%. I think that has to be the conversation.
That has to be the conversation.
What are you comfortable with?
Because we can't be mid-action and you be like, hold on, let me reach underneath the bed, and then you just bring this big thing out.
Yeah. Get under there and grab Rufus that I didn't know about. Old Rufus.
Right.
Sitting up under the mattress. In the sock drawer somewhere.
Like, what goes on when I'm not here?
Pound Town. That's what's happening. Oh, Rufus.
I'm mad you named him Rufus.
I'm just saying, like real talk. I think it does have to be like, you have to have a conversation about what you're comfortable with in order to spice up the bedroom.
Yeah, and I mean, you got
for real.
There's a lot of different positions out there that you probably ain't tried. People like, we tried all of them. Now you got to do some research. There's some stuff out there that y'all might be, but you got to be open.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
And you got to find out what your body can handle.
This is true. Them hips might not be what they used to be.
Being there looking old.
Them knees might not be what they used to be. Everybody ain't got Meg the style.
That can be fun and laughter too.
For true. 100%.
Like, you laugh at some moment. Y'all try some positions. Y'all realize y'all both too old to try that.
Don't work for neither one of
y'all. Come on, let's get back to this missionary girl.
Right, real talk.
Like you find it out and you just laugh and you make it a fun time.
Yeah. And it all ain't got to be in the bedroom.
Now, that's the thing.
Change places.
That's spontaneous.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Change places.
And that's what becomes a routine, too.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we both got a shower. I'm going to lay it down. Oh, she getting in the bed with that on. That means she wants something tonight.
With that on.
With that on.
That means that's what
that means it's go time.
It's go time.
Put the sock on the door or a sock on the door now.
Yep.
Hey, that's hilarious, man.
Yep. I could tell by the way she cuddling tonight.
That's what she tried to do.
See, that's some routine
try to put
stuff.
It back on you
know that.
Yeah,
this is what happens because this is routine.
Yeah, you know what? And I think actually that's one of the things that I feel like could be for a lot of men, like the woman initiating. That could change up some stuff. Wait, that is my...
I was wondering what the
hell? I was like, somebody knocking at the door.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, dog, but real talk. Like the woman initiating. Like, facts.
That's huge for a man.
Absolutely.
It's huge for a man's confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Because it makes him then feel desired. Because we come from a world where we have to initiate everything.
Yeah.
So, and then we like, hey, do you want me to?
Hey, facts. Real talk.
Like, we have those thoughts.
Yeah. You know, I think for men, we don't want to feel like we just like pervs. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it can feel like that when the man is the only one initiating often.
I mean,
more often than not.
I don't agree with that.
You don't think so? Tell me more.
I mean, because the desire has to be on both ends, both sides.
Yeah.
So if you're not initiating, she doesn't feel desired either.
But if the man,
but that's not what I'm saying.
He's saying we're initiating all the time.
Yeah, all the time is what I'm saying. We're doing the initiating, but after a while, it can start to feel like, am I the only one that wants this?
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Do you, like he said, do you want me to?
And men, we have to be careful to let, when we're going for sex, not be the only time that we show affection and intimate contact.
100%. Totally agree with that.
Because I think it gets in the way of sometimes, like, the only time you touch me is when you want some.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Only time you caress me is when you want some. Like, you got to do all that stuff non-sexually, too.
Yeah.
You know, because I think a woman wants to be desired sexually, of course.
Yeah.
More than probably most men think.
Mm-hmm. But
rolling. They want to be, they want to feel that they are desired outside of the bedroom as well. That you just want to hold them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, that makes the sex better when they feel desired.
100%.
In that regards.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
You agree?
Mm-hmm.
There you have it. There you have it.
So what are some other ways to make it spontaneous? So of course, not in the bedroom all the time. Right? Get on that couch, chair,
or at work. Apparently.
Hey, pull up.
No. Too many risks.
Too many risks.
Yeah.
Unless it's on your lunch break in the car and you just like, hey, let me run down here. Sometimes that has to happen.
Sounds very specific.
Especially when, you know, it is.
Oh.
When you work opposite hours.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
No, that totally makes sense.
Because, I mean, you wondering, okay, what's happening at work, and he's wondering what's happening at home. But if you take a time, just like, you know, okay, Thursday, I know Thursday I don't have nothing to do with the kids. I don't have nothing to do with this, if that's your dynamic. So Thursdays, I'm going to either cook his favorite meal or I'm going to buy his favorite food. I'm going to take it down to the job. I mean, even if we just sit there and have lunch, have it on his break, that's a way.
No, that's real. Yeah, absolutely.
But, you know, if more things have to happen, he had to take the lunch back in, eat it later.
And there you have it, folks. More things have happened.
She becomes the lunch.
I'm rolling.
Yeah, so spark it up, man. Keep the spark going. Make it spontaneous. Try some different positions, some new things. Bring some fruit or something in the bedroom. I don't know, whatever. You know, put some glitter and some black lights on your wall.
Get kind of sticky with that fruit.
Put some black lights and glitter,
real quick,
and glitter in there or something.
I'm rolling with the glitter. That could get messy.
Messy's good sometimes.
Messy is good. All right, what's the? Yeah.
All right, last one. Don't play the blame game.
Ooh, that's a good one. Clap it up for that one too.
Don't play the blame game because, like we said, at some point the spark is going to dimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Is dimmer a word? Dim.
Mm-hmm.
The spark is going to go dim sometimes. It's not going to be always where it needs to be. Pointing finger at who's the reason behind that is not going to help.
Yeah. Real talk.
Like communicating, going back to number one, and communicating how we can get the spark back is more important than trying to put somebody at fault for the spark not being there.
100%. Yeah. I think that's the thing, like with the blame game, you have to be in a position to be able to accept criticism and accountability. Both of them. Both. You got to be able to accept criticism and accountability.
And have some ownership.
Yeah. Like real talk, because obviously you're not going to be at your best all the time. Like it just is what it is. It's fine. We're all, far from perfect. So show me a person that's perfect and you're showing me Jesus. Oh, that's right. None of you are like that. So, I'm just saying, like, you have to be able to accept criticism from your significant other, which I know is tough. It's definitely tough. But I think in the long run, it helps. You know what I'm saying?
And I think it's just being vulnerable.
Yes.
And not trying to blame, just bringing the conversation to her. Hey, hey, babe, I don't feel like our spark is what it used to be. I don't feel like we laugh like we used to laugh.
Yeah.
I don't feel like our sexual encounter are as high intense and intimate as they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I want us to get back there. What's some things we can do to get back there?
Yeah.
How can we work together in this? Versus, hey, we don't laugh like we used to because you don't.
Right.
And now that automatically puts the person on the other end in defense mode.
Yeah.
Because now I have to defend against the accusation that's being thrown at me.
Right.
I mean, but even when it's communicated and I'm like, say I'm telling you, like, hey, this is what I need, this is what I want, or we don't do this, like you just said it. And then it's like you come back and say, well, we don't do it because of this. And so either way, it's told to you like that, everybody gets on the defense.
100%.
But I think if someone came and said, hey, you know what, we don't laugh together like we used to. We don't really have those intimate conversations like I would love to get back to that. The other person has to hear that and not get defensive. That's hard. But I think if it's presented like that and not, hey, we don't have conversations and intimate like we used to. Why do you think that is? And then that person gonna maybe be like, well, because of you. Like, I ain't trying. I don't like. We can discuss why it is, but more importantly is how do we get back to it?
Yeah.
Then why it's not like that. Yeah, we have to discuss why it's not like that to get back to it, but then it's more of it has to still be a together thing.
Yeah.
Hey, I know we don't have intimate conversation, and then take ownership instead of blaming. Like, maybe there is something, yes, that she can work on, but me pointing that out right now, it's not going to help.
Right.
So it'd be more focused for me to focus on me. Hey, I know we don't have conversations like used to. I know I play a part in it because I've been so busy doing this, and I've been kind of in shutdown mode because I haven't been whatever. And hopefully by me being vulnerable and sharing what I can do better, hopefully the other side does the same thing. Like, well, I know I haven't been giving you compliments like I used to, and and really pushing you like I used to. I know I can do better there. And then we're like, well, hey, let's work together on me doing what I need to do and you doing what you do. Because I want to get back there too. Right. The end goal is we want to get back to more intimate conversation. Yeah. Whose fault it is don't matter.
For true.
If we're trying to work together, but when accusations are thrown at the forefront of it, the whole conversation goes south. Yeah. Absolutely. When it comes right out and be like, well, we don't have intimate conversations like we used to because you don't text me through the day anymore. And it's like, well, and that person does have a way to not be defensive. But that's hard. Because accusation
the first thing that's going to come out is I don't text you because right. Instead of just saying, you know what, you're right. Or I'll get back to that. Or
I need to try to get back to that. Yeah. Most of us don't do that. We automatically jump defense mode and be like, well, I don't text you during the day because I got so many meetings going on, or it take you 2 hours to text me back, so I figure since it take you so long, I might well just stop texting. And she like, well, that's because I got this and this going on. That don't mean I don't want to look at my phone and I want to see you.
It turns into a whole thing.
A whole nother conversation.
Now it's a debate. Yeah. And you normally walk away from that more frustrated than you was coming in, and guess what? Nothing has been solved.
And on the flip too, it's like you said, if something's being told to you, using your example, you don't text me like you used to while you're at work, and then your spouse says, you're right. Don't take that as them trying to shut you up. Right. Like, they're acknowledging that you're right. You know what I'm saying? And especially if they say you're right, I'm going to try to do better. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just take their word for it. Yeah. It could be all so simple. Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me
Because it could be that, hey, you know what, man? You're right. I don't text you like I used to. I'm going to do better at that. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention.
Yeah. And if it's a thing where, you got to set a reminder for yourself to do it, then do that. But see, it shows that you care.
See, this is what happens when you do that. And Shaunta, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm. Why you?
Because that reminder thing just threw me all off. Because if you have to set a reminder to text me,
that don't mean that.
Then you feel like what?
Whatever.
No. Because this is where I'm about to go.
You're not just like, you can't just think about me on your own. You have to have a reminder to tell you to text me. So
I would say, during the workday, there could be a lot that's going on. Like at my job, I'm super busy. Now, because of the type of guy I am, at some point I am going to text my girl. That's just who I am, though. Mm-hmm. I would say maybe for some other men in whatever line of work that may be that they're in, they may not be able to do that, and they could forget things. You know what I'm saying? So the objective is to send yourself a reminder until you don't need a reminder anymore. Matter of fact,
it's been intentional.
Yeah, in the fact that I am setting myself a reminder shows that I care about what you need and want from me. You know what I'm saying? The lack of doing that would say,
okay,
I don't care.
I get it.
Because most, that's what I was about to say. You went there for me. Thank you, because you proved my point. Because most women think like, yeah, that's why I was saying correct me if I'm wrong. I was gonna say most women think this. I was gonna give you a chance to correct me, but then you went there and thought that. So there we go. Most women think like if you're setting a reminder, that really means you don't care, because if you care, you would just think about it, and it's like.
No, I mean, now that you explain it like that, I get it. Like you took the initiative to make the reminder. That means that you care. Like you said,
I had a
like,
conversation with my girl, like, about the whole gas in the car thing, and I'm like, it wasn't that I didn't want to put gas in the car. Most of the time I'm not thinking about it, I ain't driving it. So when I go over her house, something like that, my mindset ain't go put gas in her car, see if she need gas. I'm not thinking about it. I'm like, hell, I drive my car to eat. It's like, I'm pulling in that mud when they say 5 miles left. Like, let me go to the gas.
Hey, that's crazy.
Like
super
real talk.
Crazy.
That's just me.
That is like how?
I mean, I know my car.
I hate when you black people say that. I know my car.
It says 5 miles.
You know it until that mug is.
It only happened once in my life, my 20s. Never again. But so I put a reminder, like this time, this day, go, put gas in the car. When we first had the conversation, she was kind of saying, like, if you got to remind yourself to do it, it means you don't really care about it. Like, no. And I had to tell her, be like, no, I'm reminding myself because I do care. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to forget it. Because with everything that's going on in the day, it can slip my mind. And it's not slipping my mind because I don't care. It's slipping my mind just because it's not right in front of me sometimes. Mm-hmm. So I'm setting a reminder because guess what? I know this is something that makes you happy or something that you desire, and I want to meet that desire. Yeah. And then now, the reminder is still there, but most time it's done before the reminder is even pops up. Or sometimes it's like, okay, man, we've been running so much, I ain't even thought about this. Let me make sure she's good. Yeah. It's just an intentional thing.
Yeah, setting a reminder is prioritizing, honestly, at the end of the day.
Because prioritizing. If you look at your work schedule, you got meeting reminders, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Does that make the meeting less important because you got a reminder for it?
No.
You prioritizing your day.
You prioritizing
I cared
your
enough
day.
to make sure I remember
this
meeting.
Yes, because
You're
the meeting was important, and your presence at the meeting was required. So you wanted to make sure you, no matter what went on, that you didn't want to forget this meeting. Mm-hmm. Like I have a reminder, like for the whole year. This is my weekend. I get the girls every other weekend. I know that. But it's still a reminder in my phone. Why? Because when somebody asks me, can I do something? Or can you be somewhere? First thing I look is that calendar. Nope, that's my weekend with the girls.
For true.
Because that's important to me. And I don't want to never think oh my God, is this my, definitely if it's months out, like, dang, is it my weekend with the girls? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and plan this. Now I got to, back out. I don't know. Like, no. I prioritize my weekends with my daughters. So it's on the calendar. And it's the same thing. Like, so if you know you got a busy day, you might get the reminder, hey, send your girl a text. And then the thing is, like, do we get caught up more that the reminder got to be there, or are we more happy that the text came?
It's fair.
But some people would get the text and be like, he only texted me because he got that reminder.
Hey, that's hilarious.
Like, no, I'm texting you. Yes, I reminded you, and that made me think about you. And I want to make sure how your day is going.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
I mean,
because I use my calendar for a lot of things, a lot of reminders, and they are important to me. So I guess that is something that you can. I never thought about it like that.
Like, yeah, your old might have got changed a little quicker if he would have put a reminder in his phone.
For true.
Mine was in mine.
Y'all need to sync up y'all calendar.
You should have sent him a calendar invite. Change
real
oil.
talk. Hey, facts. Real talk.
Change oil. Hey, put it on my calendar. I don't mind.
That's hilarious.
I do not mind.
Real talk.
So, I think those things are important, man. Keep the spark in your relationship, man.
100%. Good conversation, man.
Good conversation. Good job.
Thank you, Shaunta, for coming in.
You got a question?
I did have a question.
No, go ahead.
Go for it.
No, because it'll turn into a whole nother conversation.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
No, because it was just going to be like, so do you think if the spark never comes back, do you break up?
If the spark never...
I mean, if you don't have a way of... I mean, because the spark is mainly... Is it everything or is it just the chemistry, sexual chemistry?
No, the spark is everything. That's why we talked about everything.
Everything that goes
sex
along
is just
with
only
it.
one part of it.
But
Do
if
you
you
break
can't
up?
get the spark back, do you break up?
And it can be different sparks in the relationship.
Yeah, it can be different sparks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's dependent what's off in the relationship. Do you break up? And then it's dependent, are we married too? Because you're gonna fight a little bit more, or should, I guess. I don't know.
hope so.
I mean, I don't. I'm divorced, so hey.
Me too.
So
my hands up. You know what I mean?
I don't know. But I think you should, of course, fight to get the spark back. The reality of it is, it takes two.
For true.
And I feel if two people are putting forth diligent effort to get the spark back and really want the spark back, it can come. It may be harder for this couple than it is for this couple. It may be more work that need to be put in that ain't gonna always be comfortable, right? Then it is. Then for some, every situation is gonna be different. What can your capacity handle?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, sometimes walking away is gonna be the answer too. If we're just being honest. Sometimes, but even at that, I think it should be like, hey, you know what? We gave this all we had.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
We tried this. We tried to do this, and it's just not working. And guess what? That's okay. But at least we can both walk away from this knowing that we gave it everything that we had to try to make this work and be mature about it.
I like it.
I do too.
I like it. All right, Janet, take us out, girl. Yeah.
Holla at us, like, share, subscribe.
Tell us how your toilet paper turned.
Yeah. I'm posting that clip. That clip is getting posted. We gonna.
That's
the clip.
hilarious.
That's the clip.
That's the first one?
That's the first.
Bet, gotcha.
We posted that.
I want to know what your toilet
I
paper
want to know
look
what
like.
the toilet paper.
Sorry, you're just gonna skip over the Super Bowl and go straight to the toilet paper.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It's enough people talking about Super Bowl. That's
Yeah, we want to know. That's the important one.
That's important.
Toilet paper.
That mess up your life.
Facts. It does.
Yeah, that has caused arguments in relationships.
Facts.
Not mine. I have never had that argument. I'll just turn it over.
All right. Thank you to Shaunta once again
Appreciate
joining
it.
us tonight. Shout out to Lowe's. He'll be back with us next week, I'm sure.
Will you bring you back in 97 more episodes?
There you go.
Wow. And I'll be here for it.
Hey. All right, we out.
Holla.
Deuces. I'm gonna take you there.